Well, it is very hard to present the presenter of today. I'm just gonna make it very short and share with you that by the end of the session, you will have a small glimpse of what a successful presenter would be like. Of course, coming from the senior presenter and senior TV and radio presenter, Ms. Rania Yunus. We hope at the end of this session, she will be providing you with key insights into crafting compelling messaging, engaging your audience, and audience is your team members, is your owners, is your stakeholders, and of course, some tips on immediate improvement for the communication skills. Without further ado, please welcome Ms. Rania Yunus.
Thank you so much, Linda. Thank you, Linda. Good afternoon. If you are born between January and March, please stand up. Let's give them a round of applause because they are great speakers. And please join us to the front. Now, if you are born in spring and summer, so from March to September, please stand up. Wow, everyone else. Great. Give yourself a round of applause because you are amazing speakers. And if you're in the back, please join us to the front. We still have October, November, December. October, November. When are you born? When's your birthday, Mona? June? Let's give Mona a round of applause because she's a great speaker. And the two gentlemen? November and? October. October. You are fabulous speakers. So give them a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, great speakers are not born great speakers. Great speakers are made. This is why all of us are great speakers. We are great speakers when we know how to work on this skill and on this talent. And if I may ask you, who is a public speaker? What would your answer be? Who is a public speaker? Everyone is a public speaker because our audience starts with one person and can reach thousands of people. 15 million people per day face fear of public speaking. 75% of people have glossophobia, which is fear of public speaking, and they are afraid of standing or from standing in front of people more than they are afraid from scorpions, snakes, death, and heights. Imagine. Men usually are less anxious than women. With age, do you think we get more afraid or less afraid from public speaking? Less. And with education? Less. Today, in this 20 minutes, I will give you just the main tips that we can use when we have any speech, whenever we have any presentation, whenever we have any talk. Because the way we communicate our messages, this is how our messages will be memorized and will be accepted. Why do we speak? And this is my first question to you, and let's make this session interactive. So why do we speak? To convince, to share knowledge, to communicate, yes, to convince, to ask, to entertain, to express, what else? To tell stories, yes. So all what you said falls under to inform, to persuade, to entertain, and to express. And here, the most important point is, it's very, very interesting to speak because we have something to say, not because we know how to speak. And I guess you know too many people who speak just for the sake of speaking because they know, they learned speaking. Agree? Agree? Yes. So, what do you think are the main characteristics of a great speaker? Think of someone that you look at as a great speaker. At work, on stage, on TV, people you know. What are the main characteristics that these people have in common? Authentic, yes. Charismatic, yes. Confident, yes. Knowledgeable, of course. Not always. So, give me more characteristics. Give me more characteristics. Authenticity is one of the characteristics. What else do you have? Someone that you would like to listen to, someone that can communicate their ideas in a clear way, someone that when you're listening to, you're not bored, you enjoy. Now, you're convinced. What do you see in these people? What are the characteristics that you see in these people? Patience, yes, yes. What else? Humor, yeah. Tell me more. Confidence. Concise. Did you say all of these? No? Yes. Yes. Ability to know the audience, ability to read the room, ability to take care of ourselves. Because when we take care of ourselves, that means we respect the people who is listening to us. And at the same time, we took time to get ready for these people. Do you agree that all of us have this? Raise your hand if you say yes. Yeah? Raise your hand if you say yes. One hand?
Like for example, I have a problem with concise. And you try to tell me to make things shorter.
Yes.
That is a challenge. Now,
That's a, yeah. Yes.
I put my 100 words and I say, ChatGPT, give me 20.
Make it 20. Yes. That's a great point. That's a great point. But can you be concise? This is my question. Yes. If what?
Like when I was pitching. Answer with one word.
Yeah. If you work on it. Right? One of the great leaders once sent a message and said to the people watching his talk, "Excuse me, I'm so sorry that I didn't have time to make a short speech. I had to keep it long." Because long speeches are much easier than short ones. Short ones needs a lot of effort, and we have to put all our knowledge and our information sometimes just in 3 points. And this is why in many meetings, when we attend many meetings and presentations and talks, we leave the room and we say, that was boring. Because this presenter, the person talking, the presenter, comes to the room with a lot of knowledge. And thought that, oh, I need to share everything with people. And this is when we lose this point. Now, coming back to this, let me tell you that we all have this. We are all able to have these characteristics. Yes, in different levels. Yes, different priorities. But we can all work on our confidence, We can all learn how to read the room. We are all authentic, and we can show authenticity. We should know the topic we're discussing. We can be, or we can have adaptability to any situation, and this comes with patience and with flexibility. We can learn to dress in a perfect way. We should be passionate towards the topic that we're talking about, or share something from our passion. And of course, we can learn how to be concise. And this is where public speaking comes to refine our talent and our skills. What stops us is this amazing word, fear. And let me tell you two meanings for fear. And you can choose the one that you find more suitable for you. The first one, fear, can stand for forget everything and run. And this is what we do. And the second one is face everything and rise. So which one do you want? Forget everything and run, or face everything and rise? It's your decision. How do we come to this decision? Can you please come to me? You are fear, and I am everyone in this room. Take me wherever you want. Let me put the microphone. Okay. Take me wherever you want. This is fear. And this is push, push, go, go, go. So this is fear. And this is what happens when we accept fear to take us wherever fear wants. Go, go, push, 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 go. Yeah? This is fear, ladies and gentlemen. Now, take me whenever you want. Take me whenever you want. So, what happens now is I dance with my fear. What does this mean? Thank you. I need fear. Fear is here to protect me. I need fear to stay with me. I need fear to protect me, because when I have this fear, I will prepare more. I will care more. I will read more. I will practice more. However, I should not allow fear to stop me from communicating in a right way by dancing with fear and by following these steps. I'll go through them quickly. First of all, start small. Start small meaning start speaking in front of a small group of people. Start speaking in front of people where you feel comfortable with. Talk in front of your mirror. And know very well that the best person who is very honest with you is yourself. Film yourself and watch yourself from one time to another. I'm sure you had once a speech, a talk, a presentation, and when you finished, you went to the closest person to you and you said, "How was it?" And what did they tell you? "Oh, that was great. You did well. You rock it." Right? And then you watch yourself. How did I do this? Why I was moving all the time? Where were my eyes? What did I have on the ceiling? Why did I put my hands in my pocket? And you start watching and noticing yourself. But your best friend said, "Oh, you're a rocket man." This is why it's very important to watch ourselves and start small. The second one is organize yourself. And by organizing ourselves, we have less papers, we have less notes, and this needs a lot of information and will require more time. But the less papers we have, more organized we are. And this is a result of practicing. Get support from people who speak more than us, from mentors, from coaches, and from ourselves, again, from this mobile where or when we film ourselves. Practice, 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 because practice makes perfect. How do we practice, usually? We take a paper where we have our notes, and we go through it in our heart, reading silently, and then we say, oh, that's it. I know it all. Okay, that's it. Let me tell you something. When you read by heart a speech for 8 minutes, this will take you 30 minutes to say it loud. Yeah? So, unfortunately, we think that when we read silently, this is how we're practicing. No, we should loudly practice. And the last point is to have empathy to ourselves, to accept the positive and the negative. Usually when we talk, we immediately blame ourselves, or we are very hard on ourselves. There is a balance. Nothing is wrong 100%. So let's make the balance between what we did in a great way, and let's make our next speeches better than the previous ones. I'll give you now quick tips that you can put in your mind as a mindset, or you can do to make your next speeches, presentations, meetings better. There is a big relation between mindset and behaviors, and it starts with mindset. Are you ready to listen to this? Yes? Come on. Yes? Yes. The first one. Trouble or being anxious and being nervous does not mean that you are going in a trouble. Example. Did you go on a zip line?
Yes.
Yes. Were you anxious?
Well, the first time they did not allow me to think because it just
Push you. Yeah.
I was saying, tell me what.
Okay. So you were worried, nervous.
Yes.
Okay. Was that zip line a trouble or an experience?
The minute became an experience. The
Yeah.
first 30 seconds were OMG.
Yeah. And this is, I will tell you what will happen in this 30 seconds when you said the OMG. Yeah. So basically, when we are anxious or nervous, this does not mean that we're going in a trouble. So speaking does not mean we are in like facing a trouble or a problem. Second, when you wanted to jump on that zip line, what did you feel before jumping? Okay, so what are the symptoms you felt?
I just wanted.
Huh?
I wanted
High blood pressure, nausea. What else?
no nausea. I was like.
Everyone has different.
I'm scared.
You're scared.
I do it.
Yes. And what were the symptoms that you felt? Remember any of the situation where you had stomach ache, butterfly, sweating? Yes. What else? Yes, 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 yes. 100%. Heart palpitation. Yeah. What else? Dry mouth. Dry mouth. What else? Shiver. Yes. Hey, you're going on an amazing experience. And you just told me this is excitement. So, Guess what? Being nervous and being excited has the same symptoms. So let's change the narrative. And instead of saying, I'm nervous, I don't want to talk, let me disappear today, public speaking is not for me, let's say, I'm excited for public speaking. I'm excited for this experience. Third thing, you just mentioned the 30 seconds where you were saying OMG, oh my God, right? Okay. Let me tell you as well one of the mindset tips. Yeah, so, so the third one is the peak of fear and all of the symptoms that you mentioned will not take more than a minute. So in less than a minute, all this will disappear. 4, people will not see how afraid you are. Even if you have heart palpitation, even if you're sweating, even if you have dry mouth, people will not see it. And if it is so obvious, usually people have empathy and they applaud. And then this is when you feel, oh, that's cool. Come on, let's do this. So remember this point as well. Since I'm running late, I'll move to the behavioral tips. Practice, practice, practice. And I have a 3P formula that I would like to share with you, which is prepare, practice. What would you expect the third P to be? Yeah, this is the normal one. Practice, prepare, and party. What does it mean? When you have high energy, entering a room with high energy, nothing will stop you. Fear and high energy cannot work together. Then fear will sit aside. So before going into any meeting, just find your way to increase your energy. Jumping, listening to music, going for a run, whatever. Just go with high energy. And like Tony Robbins says, motion changes emotion. Yeah? Make sure to reach early to the room. Make sure to know the audience. Visualize the first 30 seconds of your presentation. All this will help you in behavioral tips. Now, for body language, I'll give you as well quick tips. Long time ago, when tribes used to face each other, they used to show their palms to tell people, you're safe with me. I don't have any weapons, you're safe. When we start any talk showing our palms, this is a sign for people that I'm confident and they can feel safe with me. Even if you have a keynote or you have a microphone or whatever, start your speech by showing your palm and then use your keynote, take whatever you need for your presentation, because this will be an open sign for people. Where do I put my hands? Never in the pockets. The best way is, and whenever I'm in this position and I want to move my hands, I should not move the triangle with me. I open and I make the natural, authentic movement. Eye contact. Whenever I'm looking at people, it's very important to look at them as if I'm painting the room. Not. Because when I look very fast to people and I don't give people my eyes, they didn't see me, I didn't see them. And when I look at people, of course you will tell me, yeah, maybe we have 100 people in the room, then I divide my room into sections. Yeah? Movement It's very important to move when we need to move and avoid the rhythmic move, because this is a sign of fear or anxiety. I have plenty of information to tell you, but I have to make it concise. Questions. This is a topic that people sometimes avoid because they say maybe questions are not good enough, or maybe I will not have an answer. And this is a great formula to follow whenever you are facing a complex question. Listen, analyze, affirm, and then answer. Never confront. And when you don't have an answer to a question, it's okay. It's better saying, that's a great question. I don't have enough information for today. I'll get to the answer by tomorrow and get back to them tomorrow, rather than saying anything just for the sake of answering a question. Do you have any questions? Yes, I do. I did the beautiful training for Rotana and for the managers of Rotana, and that was a great experience. Seeing how people, when people face their fear and decide to dance with their fear, how they can excel. Right? Yeah. And you can see the change on the spot. It's not like, yeah, I need 1 year to change. No, on the spot, you can see the change. Keep your energy up. The world needs your voice. And make sure to express excellence. Thank you. Go down and you feel more relaxed. And as well, think always that
unlock,
people in the room are
express
here,
excellence.
like for root
Oh, that,
cause.
there you go.
You know, they are not
And then
here
check
to,
in and then do it that way.
to fish mistakes.
I will show you now. I'll show you this.
As well, another important point. And visualize your talk.
One of the projects you mentioned, this city,
I didn't have time. Yeah.
English is not our mother tongue for most people.
Yes,
It's
tongue
even
twister.
more difficult than
Yeah.
French.
Yes. This, if you have a speech, like I'm not an English speaker originally, I speak Arabic. So the most important thing is, Okay, the most important thing is to practice in the language you have to present with. Second thing, there is something called tongue twisters. Tongue twisters are in all languages. You can find them in all languages. I can share a couple with you if you want. And when you say them, your tongue will memorize the letters, and then you will be able to express better in this language. Like, for example, red lolly, yellow lolly. Yeah, red lolly, yellow lolly. So if you say it 3-4 times in a row, you're gonna understand how, or your mouth will memorize the letters, and practice in the language, with the new language, or with the language you want to talk with. Any other questions? Yeah? You're good? Thank you.